Hello and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. Last time we left off, we got about halfway through the first case. I had to go back, basically, because every time I go halfway through a case or I have to get back to it, I have to do it all over again. And, so I believe this is where we left off. I know we were at the lion part. If not, we'll just do a little bit more. Let me make sure. Baron, I would like to ask you about the dinner you served that evening. Very well, ask away. Regarding... Oh, I don't really want to... I don't want to screw her over, but... What about the red herring? Now about this red herring. Yes, what about it? Not sure, but I feel it is of vital importance to this case. Falcon, I just want to, clarify this. Are you saying that you wish to pursue the red herring? I don't even know what the hell the red herring's about. Can I... Oh, I can, okay. This is a red herring. Something tells me to go with it. Fuck it, let's do it. Yes, I wish to closely examine and question the piece of evidence that is overtly labeled as a red herring. This is a type of bird that I am. I see a trail that clearly veers away from my goal, but I follow it anyways. Perhaps the path leads to better things, perhaps it leads to failure. What matters is that my curiosity is satisfied. You're a strange bird, Falcon. Confused by your rambling, but they appreciate your honesty. You don't gain or lose any favor with it. At least I didn't lose anything with that. Okay. Yeah, might as well. Regarding this stolen... I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry. Earlier today, we established that silverware was stolen from your residence prior to the banquet. Please don't say she did it. Indeed, I am aware of whom the culprit is, but I have decided not to press charges. Is it curious, then, that you decided to serve steak? It isn't what one would describe as finger food, after all. I don't know about that, Falcon. With the right attitude, all food can be finger food. There is nothing curious about it. Signor and Catalin are vocal lovers of rare steak. I was merely suiting their needs. Besides, what other choice did the Baron have, Falcon? Serving vegetable broth like a common peasant? Wow. Do be quiet, prosecutor. You sound ridiculous. Sorry, Baron. Stupid rabbit. Do you have any other questions about the dinner? God, I can't really get anything on this guy. What about the housemaid? I didn't really ask him anything about that. Baron, I have a couple of questions about your housemaid, Carolyn. She's a thief. Does she smoke? I'll just ask that just out of curiosity as to where he's going with that. Does your housemaid smoke cigars? Well, that question came out of the left field. Definitely not. She detests the smell of tobacco. I see. Putting together a bigger picture, aren't we? I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place. Do you have another question about the housemaid? I could say she's a thief, but I'm pretty sure he already knows as he said. I don't know if he knows for sure though. It won't even matter for the case anyways if I was to say something like that. The only thing I can click on then is the garden. We saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. When was the last time you visited it? When was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Years, you say? Indeed. That's not right. That's not right. Because I think that... Yeah, there was a cigar in there. Yep. I remember now. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, and why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. Yep, this thing, found in the bottom of the fountain. There you go. This was found in your garden, to be specific. It was found inside the fountain basin, right beside where the murder occurred. A cigar butt? That could belong to anyone. Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself. Okay, sorry, Baron. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin. You see, Falcon is perfectly... He wasn't even near the fountain, though. I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience and a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden. There are any number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That you, whatever, Baron, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I know? And what illicit activities would that be? You want me to spell it out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron, murdered Grenouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen. That is ludicrous. That's a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegations is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, no motives, or opportunity. No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur. Every piece of evidence points to Baron as the prime suspect. And this music is getting pretty pumped. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog's belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous! I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business part of the Baron's share of the railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that oh my god, I cannot talk today. That's really bad for a game like this. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for an easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you going to let his slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object. Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminating evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have the time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate the proprietor, or oh my god, I'm really bad with these names, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Catalin was the first to happen upon this crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is outrageous, Judge. I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. No, there is only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for his murder. Hey, that sounds like real life. You're, Bulgarus of the worst kind. I don't even know. I'm, like, really bad with half these words. How dare you, Garzon? The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse, oh my god, a philanthropist like myself of something so oh my god, I can't even put it into like simple terms because some of these words are like they're a bit crazy. Not something like the fat cat, Bulgarus. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few friends. You incredulous whelp, I ought to gut you right here and now like a damn frog. Rep. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man, to the probably jail with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Well, in the matter of speaking, well, to be honest, no. Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Thank you, I just hope it was enough. What do you mean? You just proved Carolyn's innocence. We'll get a non-guilty verdict for sure. Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. What is that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we can't deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Carolyn's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty. I am not sure that I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In the light of recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made in the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Carolyn, to be not guilty. Good. Because I don't know if I mentioned it in the first video because it's been a while, but there are multiple endings to this game depending on like how you do this. So, Falcon, Sparrowson, you did it. Yes, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon. I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of both of you. I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. You were amazing, Falcon. It was nothing. I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth given the facts of the case. Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh wow. I thought the goody thing was an act, but you actually didn't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. She killed him. God. What? I murdered Gwen. Wait, wow, that was actually a pretty strange twist in a way. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand. Business? To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link. Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron's cigar butt hidden in the garden. Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest. But Falcon proved that the photograph was edited. It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur to paint me over Baron and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. What a dick. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for Borgarius? Borgarius? I don't know, tell me in the comments. Is it Borgarius? I would assume so. For a Borgarius chitty like me. I think you should leave. Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Sparrowson. He's pretty shocked. Falcon, what do we know now? Falcon? Did I do wrong in doing this? End of Act 1. Your game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? Sure. I guess I'll do maybe a little bit of Act 2. It's the recording's kind of getting a little bit long right now, but we'll see. What the hell is that thing? I don't know, it's a bird, but let's be reasonable, senors. I am sure that this is simply something. Oh my god, is it actually language I can understand? There is no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest this Spaniard. A fox among wolves. I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. But now it's midday on Monday and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning. I should go look for him. I should wait around a bit. I'm gonna wait around just a little bit. What am I saying? Falcon's a big bird. He can handle himself. He's probably gonna go anyways. This is dull. I should go look for... I should wait just a little bit longer. I have a feeling something's gonna happen here. Just a little bit longer here. A little bit longer. Come on. Knock knock. Someone please. Knock knock. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, something probably would have happened by now, whatever. I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start, but the bird brain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way. I don't know where he'd be. Maybe he'd be at the Baron's house for some reason. I don't know. I have a feeling. Here's me. Down here. Oh, there you are. It's Sparrowson, right? That's right. I heard about the case you were involved in. I never would have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who can put up the best facade? Yeah, I suppose. Say, how's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night. Oh, you seen him? Yes. He was brooding in the corner of whatever, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be completely honest. That's the dingy student bar of Rue Jurine, right? It's not dingy, just a little rustic. In any case, that's an enormous help. Okay. Anytime, Sparrowson. So now we have a new location that we can probably visit, maybe? Yeah, right here. Okay. Sparrowson steps through the doors, the dingiest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils fill with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco. Oh, God. Well, ruffle my feathers. If it isn't little Sparrowson, I haven't seen you in years. How are you doing, hun? I'm feeling pretty good, madame. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named Jayjay Falcon. Falcon, yep. That sorry lump has been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering to himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down. I'll take care of him. Thanks, madame. No problem, hun. He's probably still in the corner of the drinking room upstairs. Drinking room, then, alright. No sign of him, and hopefully that Steam notification thing doesn't appear in my corner of the recording, but hopefully not. No sign of him. Mon Dieu! I almost stepped on the big fellow. Falcon, what are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up. Wow, the bird's completely out cold. He must have drunk this place dry. Let's see, how do you wake a drunk person? Kick him, yell at him, pour a drink on his head. I kind of want to kick him, to be honest. Yelling at him would probably cause something to happen. Pour a drink? I don't know. I'll pour a drink. Well, I guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey! Good, you're up. Are you with us, Falcon? Yeah. Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the Aviary office so we can get some work done. I don't understand it, Sparrowson. Huh. I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures. I found all the evidence. I presented the case beautifully. And yet a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? We need to try harder. Maybe we need to try harder? Try harder? I don't think if we messed up, or if the system messed up or what, but we just have to do our best as lawyers, I suppose. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can stop mess-ups from happening again. Sorry, Falcon, I don't have the answers, but what I do have is freshly baked croissants from Paris. Croissants? Yep. They're waiting for you back at the Aviary. I'm sitting here moping about justice and you offer me croissants. Well, it's not just croissants. I got some pans. I got some pains au chocolat too? I guess I could go for some pains. Fantastic. Then let's make a move. I am trying my hardest to try to, assume, what these words say. Alright, I admit it, these croissants are amazing. I told you, Paris is something else. Oh, it reminds me, the baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call, pains in America? They don't call them pains? Nope. Pronunciation difficulties. America is a whole nother language. Yes, it is. So what do they call them? Chocolate croissants. Well, that's pretty freaking easy. Hello? Hey, chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles? Profiteroles, I would assume? Oh, I think those are still profiteroles, but rather than custard, they are filled with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate. Kind of sounds good, whatever that is. Simply outstanding. Is this the Aviary Attorney? Can I speak to someone, please? What do they call crepes? So, I'll leave that one up to you guys. What do you think it's what a crepe's called? Because I know. It's pretty easy. But, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure if you like the series or anything else I create, consider liking, sharing, or subscribing, because all that it will help out the channel greatly, and I will appreciate it a ton. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you anywhere else I make, so see you guys.